I don't believe in La Llorona. Not really. My family moved to a small village near a dried riverbed. It hadn't carried water in years, just cracked earth and scattered stones stretching into the distance. My mother hated it. Nothing good lives near dead water, she used to say. I thought she was being dramatic until the crying started. It happened every night, right after midnight. At first, it was faint, barely noticeable, like the wind slipping through the cracks in the walls. But night after night, it got louder. A woman, crying, long, broken sobs that echoed across the empty riverbed. "Do you hear that?" I asked my mother one night. She froze. Then slowly she nodded. "Don't look outside," she said quickly. "No matter what you hear, don't look." That should have been enough, but it wasn't. A few nights later, I woke up again. The crying was different this time. Closer. Too close. It wasn't coming from the river anymore. It was coming from outside my window. I sat up slowly, my heart pounding. Help. The voice was soft, weak. "Please, help me find them." My throat went dry. Against my better judgment, I looked. She was standing there, right outside my window. Her dress was long and white, but stained with dirt and something darker. Her hair covered most of her face, but I could see her shoulders shaking as she cried. "Have you seen my children?" Her voice cracked. I couldn't speak. She took a step closer. Her face lifted slightly, and that's when I saw her eyes. They were filled with something worse than sadness. Desperation. "I can't find them." Her hand pressed against the glass. It left a wet mark. Water dripping down like tears. I looked everywhere. My body finally reacted. I stumbled back from the window. "I don't know," I shouted. "I haven't seen anyone." Then the crying stopped. Slowly, I looked back. She was gone. I barely slept that night. The next morning, I told my mother everything. Her face went pale. "You answered her?" she whispered. "I didn't mean to." "You should have stayed quiet," she told me. Her hands shook as she grabbed mine. "If you answer her, she remembers you." A chill ran down my spine. What does that mean? She didn't answer. Then, that night, I didn't sleep at all. I sat in bed, waiting, listening. Midnight passed. Silence. I let out a breath. Maybe it was over. Then, a whisper from inside my room. "Thank you." My blood froze. Slowly I turned my head. She was standing in the corner. Inside, her dress dripping water onto the floor, pooling beneath her feet. her head tilted toward me. "You helped me." My voice trembled. I didn't. "You spoke to me," she said. Then she stepped closer. The air grew colder. "You listened." Tears streamed down her face. "Now you can help me find them." I shook my head, backing away. "I don't know where they are." Her expression changed. The sadness twisted into something else. "You will." Before I could react, her hand grabbed my wrist. Ice cold, and suddenly I wasn't in my room anymore. I was standing in water, the river, but it wasn't dry anymore. It was full, dark, and beneath the surface, I saw them. Children, dozens of them, floating, still. Their eyes slowly opened, all at once, and then they looked at me. "Are these yours?" she whispered behind me. I tried to scream. Nothing came out. Small hands reached up from the water, grabbing my legs, pulling me down. I struggled, kicked, but there were too many, and above me she watched, smiling. "Now you understand." The water filled my lungs. Everything went black. Then I woke up in my bed, gasping, coughing, dry. No water, no river. Just my room. I sat there shaking. "It was a dream," I whispered. But then I heard from outside children laughing, soft, right beneath my window. And her voice.
London, 1888. Gas lamps flickered weakly against the thick fog, casting long, vicious shadows across the narrow alleyways. The air reeked of rot and damp wood. The mist in Whitechapel didn't just conceal the streets, it suffocated them. Dwelling within was something malicious, something truly wicked. People whispered about it at all hours of the day and well into the night. Something was lurking. Something was hunting. One day, in the wee hours of the morning, a woman's corpse was discovered, her body mutilated beyond recognition. What started as a single killing soon morphed into a tapestry of terror, with each crime becoming more brutal, more depraved than the last. The papers called him a monster. The papers called him Jack the Ripper. No one knew who he was. A butcher? A doctor? He could have been anyone. What especially terrified Whitechapel residents was how easily he disappeared. Police flooded the streets, questioning everyone, searching every corner, but it was like they were chasing a phantom. Then the letters began. One arrived at a news agency, written in red ink. "I keep on hearing the police have caught me, but they won't fix me just yet. I love my work and want to start again." At the bottom, a signature, Jack the Ripper. Some believed the letter was a hoax. Others weren't so sure. The next murder proved something chilling, though. Whoever wrote that letter knew what was coming. The victims were always the same, women struggling to survive, alone in the dark of night. Easy targets in a place the world had forgotten. The way he killed wasn't random. It was precise, surgical. He knew exactly what he was doing. On one particularly horrifying night, the streets erupted in fear. Merely hours apart, two more bodies had been discovered. The second victim's body had been defiled worse, far worse than the first they discovered that evening. The animalistic brutality of these scenes shocked even the most seasoned detectives. It wasn't just murder anymore. It was something else. Something truly evil. Rumors spread like wildfire. Some speculated he was a doctor gone mad. Others claimed he wasn't human at all, that no man could vanish that quickly, strike that silently. People began locking their doors before sunset. Women refused to walk alone. Even officers of the law started to sense it, that itching feeling that they were no longer in control anymore. Then came the most disturbing piece yet. A small box arrived at the police station. Inside, half of a human kidney. Along with it, a note. Catch me when you can. The city froze. This wasn't just a killer. This was someone who wanted to be seen. Days turned into weeks and eventually months. The murders had just stopped. No warning, no explanation. The Ripper vanished into the same darkness he'd once emerged from. No arrests were ever made. No identity ever confirmed. Over a century later, his name still casts a dark shadow over the Whitechapel district of London. Some believed he had fled. Others thought he may have died. But then there are those who believe something far more disturbing. That he didn't stop. That he decided to step away from the limelight and continue his killings in a more discreet manner. Every now and then, when the fog rolls in thick and the streets fall silent, people still swear they feel it. That same haunting presence. Watching. Waiting.
They say the Wendigo doesn't just hunt people, it waits for something to break first. Love, trust, hunger. It started with a road trip, just me and my girlfriend, Layla. We wanted to get away for a few days. No phones, no noise, just us and the forest. She found a place online, a cabin deep in the woods, hours away from anything. It will be peaceful, she said. It was, at first. The cabin was small, but clean, surrounded by trees so thick you couldn't see more than a few meters in any direction. No signal, no neighbors, just a quiet forest. The first night, we sat outside, wrapped in blankets, watching the fire burn low. Layla smiled at me. Feels like we're the only two people in the world, she said. I wish that was true. That night, I woke up to a sound. Chewing. Slow. And wet. I turned toward Layla. She was sitting up in bed, back facing me. Layla, I whispered. She didn't say anything. The chewing continued. Baby, what are you doing? She stopped. Silence filled the room. Then, very slowly, she turned her head toward me. Her face was in shadow. I'm hungry. Her voice sounded normal, but something about it felt off. Okay, we'll eat in the morning, I said. She stared at me for a moment, then lay back down. The next morning, everything seemed fine. She laughed, joked around, acted like nothing happened. I told myself I was just hallucinating, maybe I imagined it, until the second night, the same sound woke me up, chewing. This time I didn't say anything, I just watched it happen. Layla was sitting on the edge of the bed again, but now I could see her hands. They were covered in something dark. My chest tightened. Layla, I whispered. She froze, then slowly looked back at me. Her mouth moved slightly, like she was chewing something she hadn't swallowed yet. What are you eating? I asked. She smiled. The smile was too wide, and then she said, "It's nothing." Something dropped from her hand, a soft, wet sound as it hit the floor. I reached for the lamp, turned it on. There was nothing there, surprisingly. No blood, no food, nothing. And her hands were clean. I didn't sleep after that. Then, the next day, I wanted to leave. We should go, I told her. Her expression changed instantly. No. It wasn't loud, but it was firm. We just got here. Why would we leave? I hesitated. You don't feel it? I asked. Then she replied, "Feel what?" I didn't know how to explain it. The air felt heavier, the forest quieter, like something was watching us from just beyond the trees. That night, everything changed. I woke up to silence. No chewing, no movement, just silence. "Layla?" I whispered. No answer. Then I sat up. She wasn't in my bed. My heart started pounding. I grabbed a flashlight and stepped outside. The forest was pitch black, complete darkness. "Layla!" I called out. No response. Then a voice. "Come here, come here." It came from the trees. I followed it, step by step. Branches snapped under my feet, the cold biting into my skin. "Layla, stop messing around." I froze. She was standing ahead. Her back was facing me. Relief flooded my chest. "Why did you come out here?" I said, walking toward her. She didn't move a single muscle. "Layla?" Slowly she turned around. My stomach dropped. It was her. But at the same time, it was not her. Her face looked stretched. Her smile was so wide, her eyes too empty, and her body too thin, too skinny, like something inside her had been eating away at her. "I was hungry," she said. Her voice echoed slowly, like it wasn't just hers. Let's just go back," I said, stepping back. She stepped forward. "I found food," Something moved behind her. Shapes. Small. On the ground. My flashlight flickered, and for a second I saw them clearly. Animals. Torn apart. Half-eaten. My stomach turned. Layla. What did you do? She tilted her head. I was hungry. Her jaw moved. Too far. Too wide. A cracking sound echoed through the trees. Her mouth opened, wider than it should, and inside, teeth. Too many. Sharp. Growing. I can still feel it, she whispered. What? Then she said, the hunger. She stepped closer. Doesn't stop. Her voice broke. Help me. For a second, I saw her again. The real her. Scared. Crying. Please, she whispered. My chest tightened. I don't know how. Stay with me. Her hand grabbed mine. Ice cold. Don't leave me. I hesitated. That was my mistake. Her grip tightened instantly, bones creaking under the pressure. Her expression changed. The sadness vanished, replaced by something else. Hunger. You'll help me. Her mouth opened again, and this time it didn't stop. They found me days later, alone, barely alive. They asked where Layla was. I told them everything. They didn't believe me, said she probably got lost, didn't survive the cold. But they're wrong, because sometimes, late at night, I feel it again. That hunger, the endless burning need. And when I look at my hands, I swear they're getting thinner. Thank you friends for watching. Please hit the subscribe button to keep the channel up. Have a wonderful night.